What's goody, hoodies? What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. Got my boy Deshaun with me today, you know what I'm saying? So, gotta get the family in the vlogs, man. So, y'all already clicked the video. Y'all already know what we're here for. We got the Luffy bento boxes. Go ahead, flex it for the camera one time. The Luffy bento boxes. And look. Oh, get it for the camera. And we got my boy Chopper and Luffy on the side, y'all. Look, the marketing for this, package-wise, phenomenal. Whoever designed this, phenomenal. I'm honestly still, so like, it's just like, it's crazy because we've been watching this since high school. And like, I know there's been a lot of crazy collabs these last couple years, like Oreo and Reese's has a collab, K-pop Demon Hunters and McDonald's. But like, to think our boy Luffy made it to Popeyes, boy.
That is crazy.
That is crazy to think. Like, I'm looking at the menu and there, my boy Luffy just staring. That is honestly amazing. I will say though, I do think it's a little crazy with the product placement because at this point, I feel like people know One Piece fans are crazy. Mm-hmm. So it's a little messed up that they made like a limited amount of products. And like, I'm not even tripping that they put it at big cities. Like, I know New York had one, Boston had one. I think Chicago was one of the ones for the actual wooden bento boxes. But it is a little crazy that I heard there was like a limited supplies. Like, one store got like 80 or something like that. Like, that's kind of messed up. Like, y'all, you can't do a collab with something as big as One Piece and not come with like supply and demand. Like, y'all got, I'm not saying you got to give everybody one, but you know what I mean? There definitely should have been a little bit more. Now, I'm gonna be honest, we're not gonna sit here and make y'all watch us eat some chicken. I don't think any of y'all clicked on the video to watch two black guys eat some chicken. Or maybe y'all did. Y'all into that? Maybe y'all into that? Anyway, that being said, the only two new menu items realistically are this Chopper cupcake right here. And then we got some of that gum lemonade. I got the chilled. Deshaun, which one you got? The frozen, right?
Frozen. And
he got the frozen. There's no, it's just a regular cup. So we got our gum lemonades, and then we got our Chopper cupcakes, you know what I'm saying? So we're about to get into it, see what's going on with that. But that being said, I am going to try the chicken, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something special about it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's like a devil fruit, and I'm going to get like the chicken. Actually, let me stop, because I can already see the comment section going crazy. I'm not going to make any jokes about that. But let's go into it, make sure the chicken's still hitting, you know what I'm saying?
Crunch.
It's there, it's chicken, you know what I'm saying? No need to reinvent the wheel. We also got a piece of mac, you know what I'm saying?
Also got a mac as well.
We got some mac. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're looking for the one piece is in the two piece. It's in the two piece. Alright. Like I said, we're just gonna go straight into the actual other stuff. I'm definitely cutting this top off though. I'm gonna like keep the little top right here. That's still crazy marketing on that. But let's see what these drinks is hitting on first. Also, I know this is like my second like lifestyle vlog. I promise y'all it's not gonna always be food, but if it's a cool collab out there, I can't resist. I gotta hop on a cool collab. So, and then plus, you know what I'm saying, I'm making up one of my best friends right here, so we had to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Day one. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. All right.
That's gas.
That's dirty gas.
That's gas. I'm not gonna lie.
What flavor is that though?
It's some lemonade.
It's lemonade and something else. But I'm trying to figure out.
I think raspberry lemonade. I think.
You think?
Is it? Let me see.
I don't know. I'll Google it later. If I figure out what it is, I'll pop it up here. But we got the lemonade part. We just gotta figure out what the gum is in this case. Maybe it's the actual gum fruit.
Could be.
Maybe it's supply and demand. You know what I'm saying? Well, if that's the case, it'd probably be ass.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Maybe we got powers now. Let me see if I can stretch. You ready? Nah, I ain't got that. I'm just playing. All right, where'd my spoon go?
You did just one.
There it is. All right. Let's see if my boy Tony was hooking it up. And let's see what he chopped up in the bake shop, y'all. So apparently, I've already heard other people saying that this thing is kind of whack. I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna see what's it. Hold up. There's a little crumbs right there. It smells good.
It do smell.
It smells pretty good.
Dang, mine just hard to open.
Looks like one of them like loaf house cookies you get at Walmart. With all the little frosting on it. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Took me long enough.
Little crumbs on my face, y'all. It smells good, though. It really does. All right, so it's supposed to be a strawberry cake. All right, this is the last new item. Yep. Let's see what they got, y'all. Let's see if it's gas or not. All right, wait. What we giving the lemonade? 1 out of 10.
7.5.
7.5? I'll give it 7 gum gums too. I'll give it like 7 gum gums. All right, let's see what this cake going on though. Let's see. Hold up. All right, so we got some of it on there. You know what I'm saying? The frosting pretty thick. I'm not a big fan of strawberry though, honestly. When it comes to like fresh strawberries, yeah, but we'll see. All right, let's go. Let's stop stalling. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
It ain't bad. I mess with it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I mess with it.
People been talking about it. Like I heard a lot of people saying it was nasty. Like I'll be honest. I think the cake itself. That was a weird voice crack. I think the cake itself is pretty like just like not. I won't say bland, but it tastes like a regular strawberry cake, like something you get out of a box. But the frosting is really. I think the frosting's what's doing it for me because of the fact that it's really light. And I think it tastes almost like buttercream, and I'm a sucker for buttercream. I think it's like buttercream frosting. I think that's what it is, honestly.
It's good.
It's solid. All right, 1 to 10. What we giving it?
8.
An 8?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a big fan of, like I said, like strawberry baked goods usually. So the fact that it's pretty, and I'm not just saying this because it's one piece. The fact that it's pretty gas, I give it 8 gum gums too. I'm down for that. I can give it a solid 8. It's a pretty good one. I give it a solid 8. So, well, it's a lifestyle video. I think One Piece has been a big part of my life, especially when I was in Japan, you know, doing a lot of stuff with it. You as well.
Favorite series.
So, the vlog is already done, you guys. We've eaten the food. So, if you want to leave, you can click off. You guys are good to go. All right, now for you to just stay. See, the real ones just stayed. They knew it was more. Oh, I should have put up the to be continued.
Yeah.
No, anyway, it don't matter. All right, I'm gonna do it anyway. Did I do it? Hopefully I did it. I pretend I edited. If I didn't edit it, just pretend I edited it. I did it. I definitely did it. Anyway, so that being said, let's talk about it. Let's talk about favorite characters, and then let's talk about what got you into the series. I'll start off with favorite characters.
All right.
So, if we're talking about the Straw Hats, I think that Luffy himself is a very hard character to not love. So I'm going to exclude Luffy from the Straw Hats. I'm talking about everybody except the captain. Personally, you can call him a fraud all you want. You can feel how you want about it. I'm going to give it to Usopp. And not just because Usopp's a very funny character, but Usopp gives us some of the most, not deepest moments, but there's a lot of moments with Usopp that I feel really define the series for me personally. Like between his fight with Frankie for the Mary, the fact that he was the only one still fighting for the Mary even when we knew she was done, as well as the fact that after all that, like the fight scene that happens, because we get one of the hardest lines ever, like when Zoro looks at him and he tells him straight up, like Usopp's either gonna apologize or that's it. He's not coming back on this crew, and if you take him back, he's not the only one leaving, because I'm going to leave. Like, Zoro dropped one of the coldest lines, and had it not been for Usopp's actions, we wouldn't have got that scene. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's had some other little feats, you know what I'm saying, like Dressrosa, and that's about it. He ain't really did much since then as far as current chapters go. I mean, he was, I'm not going to put manga spoilers in here, but we all, if you know, you know, but I ain't going to talk about the whole, you know. You right there. Don't put it in the comments. Don't be that guy. Don't do it. You know. But anyway. But yeah, we're talking about excluding Luffy from the Straw Hats. I love Usopp, and nobody can make me hate Usopp. I think Usopp's probably my favorite Straw Hat outside of the crew. Oh, wait a sec. Hold up, y'all. My bad. I just noticed this. They got the Sunny on the side on this one. Look at that.
That's fire.
I didn't even notice that until just now. They got the Sunny. I was looking at your box, and I just said, wait, is that the Sunny? That's crazy. But, all right, outside of the Straw Hats, I'm going to give it to my boy Law. I think Law is such a great character for so many reasons. I'm not going to over talk about him because I already talked about Usopp, but definitely a Law fanboy, I think. And then if you guys have not read his short story that came out, his light novel, go check it out. Get a little bit more background on what happens after the whole Corazon thing. And Chef's kiss. Shout out to Law, but that was a great story as well too.
One of my favorite devil fruit power.
Oh yeah, that goated. All right, so favorite character. Let's talk about it. Favorite character.
So as I've been watching One Piece, I could never pick and choose from either Luffy or Zoro. But as the story progressed, I got to give it to Luffy. He a funny character. I really like the fact that he keeps his he considers his feelings into consideration, his crewmates' feelings into consideration for what they believe in. Like during Dressrosa when Frankie was crying, thinking that he was going to get punished, Luffy told him, "Do what you believe in." I love that moment.
The Senior Pink fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a goated fight.
I love that moment of Luffy, man.
That was a goated fight too.
For sure. All right, so it's Luffy, my favorite.
For sure.
For sure.
I think what got me into One Piece was, honestly, I think with most kids, not most kids, but I feel like most 2000 kids, it was Toonami. It came on Toonami. Yeah. It was there. It was entertaining. I mean, I love Naruto down. But I think that there was something about One Piece, and this is back when, like, you know, we're still at, like, Syrup Island and Lodge Town and stuff like nothing really crazy is happening, you know what I'm saying? But I think it was just something so appealing about Luffy as a character from day one, and then, you know, seeing Zoro, that you couldn't help but just, like, fall in love with the show. And obviously it wasn't until I got older that I was able to actually kind of sit down. I think it was, like, 2013, 2014, I was able to actually sit down, around high school time, to sit there and take the series seriously and actually start watching and catching up. And it's been a beautiful journey just catching up. Everything from just everything. Like Dressrosa, favorite arc without a doubt. It was amazing.
For sure.
And then just catching up through everything, seeing Ace and Sabo and Luffy, their backstories, things like that. All of that stuff, just the story, it's just, I don't know. Like, I've been obsessed with One Piece. If you guys have seen my other vlogs on the channel, you guys know I went to the Thousand Sunny in Nagasaki. I found all the statues in Kumamoto before. Like, One Piece is just one of those things where it's like, there's so many life lessons, there's so many profound things about it, and there's so many things that just makes it a very goofy and lighthearted show that it's hard to not. And I think that's the issue sometimes, is that people see the artworks, people see like some of the jokes, and a lot of people think One Piece is just like it's like really like a kiddie show. Or like, look, I like anime, but that's for kids. Or oh, you know, the same excuse.
I have too many episodes to watch.
Yeah, definitely that, for sure.
Naruto has 500 episodes. That's just Shippuden. Naruto original has 220 episodes. That totals to about 720 episodes. And I know people who have rewatched Naruto several times. That's enough time you could have caught up on One Piece. I'm just being honest with you. But anyway, I don't know. Something about One Piece has just been implanted in me since I was a kid. And going back when I got older and taking the time to appreciate it is what really brought me into the series, I feel like. And I'm just happy with the growth it's had. I know COVID was a big boost for a lot of people getting into anime. Yeah. And One Piece has a bigger fandom now. It's not very, you know, back in the day, like, oh yeah, I watched One Piece. I'm not gonna say it was niche, but like the people who knew that knew. Yeah. And it wasn't like, you know, but now I feel like obviously with the TCG coming out, with other things like that, there's a lot of people who want to be a part of that community, and there's a lot of people who are like coming up with theories, but you're still on like episode 200, so don't come up with theories. Like, just catch up and then let's come up with some theories, you know. But I think all of that combined is just what makes it such a beautiful story. And I think that, like we said a second ago, is the fact that we're at a Popeyes right now, and my boy Luffy is on the menu. Like, my boy Luffy is on a box of chicken. Like, who would have thought this day would ever... For sure. Now, like, if you would have told me, like, in the future, like, you know, one day they're going to have a collab with Popeyes.
You like, no, ain't no way.
I was like, maybe Arby's, you know what I'm saying? Huh. Because they got the meats. But I wouldn't expect that, to be honest with you. Yeah. So what do you feel like for you? What really got you into it? What was the fact? Because like, there has to be something that got you over that hill too. Cause I know a lot of people.
Well, back then I used to watch the 4Kids version when it was airing on Cartoon Network. The opening was always fire. Oh! The opening was always fire.
Gotta go. You ready for One Piece? Hey, don't give it up, Luffy. Hey, don't give it up, son. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it go. Here's how the story. My bad. Hey, that's a banger though.
It was a banger. It was very catchy.
The 4Kid dub did a lot of things wrong, but that opening was not one of it. That opening needs to come back.
The opening was fire.
If you can rap and you got the talent, please make an extended version of that with all the new
That
all the crew now, if you can do it. My bad. You said the 4Kids version though?
The 4Kids version used to come on, it used to air on Cartoon Network, and I noticed it stopped airing on Cartoon Network, and then it started the regular when Funimation started dubbing it. It was on Adult Swim, Toonami. Used to watch it late night on the weekends and stuff. Forgot about it, years go by. I'm in the middle of watching Naruto, and it just pops up on my head. Like, what was that show where the guy was stretching? He was like, he had stretchy powers, and I remember it was called One Piece. And I watched episode 1, been hooked ever since.
It's a love story. It's a love story right there.
Hey, and we watching my boy, serving customers right now.
I'm telling you, boy, putting it in.
For sure.
So what do you think? We talked about our reasonings, and you brought up devil fruits earlier. Mm-hmm. So you brought up the Opa Opa no Mi. I would also like to say that would be like the power. Like Law's my up there. Mm-hmm. So aside from that, if you had to pick one, what's a fruit that you would pick that you know is like some whack? Like what's some whack ass fruit that you would pick? Kind of like the jacket fruit. That's a pretty whack ass fruit. Like what's a fruit that you think you could pick that's whack, but potentially make it cold? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause like look
what's the one? What's Mr. One Power of the one the Zord? He can make his hands into the swords.
The super no Mi?
Yeah.
You think that's whack?
Nah, it ain't no way.
I was about to say that's already kind of a hard power.
Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci.
Is this serious?
It ain't a mythical Zoan type. It ain't a mythical.
I promise y'all, he watched it. He caught up too. You think Lucci's fruit is weak though? I'm talking about like some whack stuff. I'm talking about like you got like the jacket fruit. You got Mr. 3 with the pop fruit. No. Gladys is the pop fruit with the bomb fruit where he's flicking boogers at people. Like it's some whack fruits out there. You think Lucci's is whack? Even Kaku's fruit, like the giraffe. That's pretty. If that would have went to anybody else, that fruit would have been terrible. Kaku's the only character I think that can make you fall in love with a fruit like that. I'm saying, like, what's a fruit like that you think you can make the people fall in love with if you had to choose?
Oh, no. What's
something that's just, like, whack out there?
What about the girl on the CP9 who make herself slippery?
Okay. Cauliflower, the swap. I'd say the swap fruit's kind of... I think she has a slip fruit, right? Yeah. The slip fruit. Yeah, no, that's kind of a whack one. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's pretty valid. That's a pretty whack one.
Rob Lucci.
I think it's valid. I'm trying to think of one that I don't think that Brooks fruit is like whack, but I am kind of curious if he wasn't a skeleton, what would be the limits to the revive fruit? Like, would he still be able to detach his soul from his body, do all these other things? So like, I wouldn't say it's whack. I don't know if I could make it cold because I don't know what its extent is, but I'd love to see an actual alive human eat that fruit and what they can do. Because if not, it's like you get a second chance at life once you eat the fruit. But like, let's say you make it back to your body, because obviously Brooke didn't before he was like, boned. But if you make it back, is that it? You just can't, now you just a dude with no powers that can't swim? Or is there a follow-on to the fruit? That's what I'd love to see. Because I feel like because Brooks a skeleton, he makes it a little bit more cold. Yeah. You know? So
you run on water.
I would be curious to see what's like that would be. I don't really think that's a whack fruit, but I'd be curious to see like what a living person can do with it. I don't know what I would do with it though. But all right, you guys stayed for our little rant. We appreciate you, but that's pretty much it. I know you're trying to smash on your chicken right now too. So, but hey, check it out. Like I said, I don't know if the next video is gonna be a food video. You know what I mean? Who knows? They might. What's a crazy collab that might come out? You know, we got McDonald's and Popeyes doing it big. I don't know. Maybe, actually, didn't Spy Family and Burger King do something? I think it was in another country, though. You know, Saudi Arabia just did a collab with Jujutsu Kaisen and McDonald's.
For real? What?
There's a Jujutsu Kaisen McDonald's collab in Saudi Arabia right now.
That's
insane.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, who knows? Maybe, Sonic. If you listening, Sonic and Sonic. I don't know why that hasn't happened yet. I know Sonic.
That is crazy.
I know McDonald's is number like Sonic and Sonic. Like, when are y'all going... I know we've been talking. I know people. We talked about this before too. Like that's the dream collab we want to see. So like,
That
if
would
y'all
be
need some
crazy.
help stringing it together. Like, let me know. We can figure it out. Idris Elba playing Knuckles right now. I feel like he can put some work in. You know what I'm saying? And make that happen. Like so, Idris Elba, if you're listening, make it happen for us, please. Do something. But y'all stay goody hoodies. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Rob Lucci.